Hello everybody, my name is Nasty Dubs, and today we are going to be going over another tutorial, and I downloaded FL just now so that I could record a little bit easier, as you guys can tell by the trial mode up top. This is going to be a video on how to make a bass that is like the Mad Dubz Swashbuckler's bass, and this is a preview from my song, That's Nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
So, that's your little preview. And so today, since it's in trial mode, it doesn't let me play the drums or anything. So we just put the song down here. Now if we mute that, the bass that we will be doing and learning about today is going to be this one right here. So, there's your little preview. So, obviously, we're going to be using Vital for this tutorial. If you don't have it, Vital is free, actually. So, go to vital.audio. I highly suggest it. It is one of the best VSTs that I think I have used since Serum. It's way up there. I think that it is worth a shot, especially if you don't put much money into your production like me. I have to save money for things like my car, just everyday stuff. So this is just something that I think is something every producer should have an opportunity to use. So obviously, when we look at it, we have our basic shapes on both oscillators, and we're going to be using squares. So if I go ahead and open up another Vital. So we already have this. Now, our first step, make sure you're in your quarter notes, okay? Bring that LFO down a little bit. And we're going to drag LFO1 to oscillator 1's volume and turn it up all the way. And you'll get this. Now, from here, go to basic shapes, and we're going to put it in a square wave. And then we're going to bring our pitch down to -24 transpose. Bring your random down on both these oscillators as well, may I add. We're going to do random amplitudes and bring it down about this much. You still want to have your square shape, just a little bit of random amplitude to those square waves. And then we're going to turn on oscillator 2, bring down the level all the way. So you can see, since we put random amps, it's changed. And then we're going to bring this down. Now notice that this still has not changed the sound. Now, if you're wondering why, we're gonna show you. It's going to be because you need to put FM from oscillator 2. Now when you do this, you'll notice now you're already getting some pretty cool sound. But what we want to make sure we want to do basic shapes again, and then do our basic shapes square. So now you have, you want to put your morph up to 39.50%, somewhere around that range, until you get something nice and cool sounding. So like, so we're going to put it there. So anyways, we got this pretty cool sound going. Now, What I want you guys to do, turn on filter 1, make sure it is towards oscillator 1. We're going to drag LFO 1 down here, and take a listen. So you're taking out all that harsh high end and dragging this. So if it was like this, take a listen. You're getting a smoother sound in the end. I also like to, before I go into the effects rack, I'll drag my macro over to the 1/4 so that we can change this sound, of course. Okay, now, next thing we're going to do, go to your effects. I always put on the compressor at the top, and I'm going to turn it to about 60%. And that keeps your bass nice and smooth versus just a like straight out attacked sound, like it's coming at you right away. And then we drag our voices all the way down to 8, put it to 1/4, and bring the depth down. Now, this is pretty cool. You can bring your cutoff down a little bit. Now, put your distortion. I'm going to do this because it bothers me. We're going to take the low end out, and we're going to cut it right around this band, this last band right here. Now, the reason I do this is because usually I'll put my sub bass on from a separate Vital preset, or we can do it in something like 3x OSC. That's how I used to do my old subs. Now I just use Vital and put it on a sub sine wave. So this is already pretty cool, but if you guys want to just preview the sound with sub, I suggest you can keep that on. Now, you can tell we're already making some pretty good progress. Now, what we want to do, I put on the phaser, drag it to the top, bring the offset down, and turn it up to 1/4. Hold on. What is happening? Oh, I have the filter on. Now, take a listen. So this is pretty cool. We can bring our center around down to the middle. I like to keep it in this area. Now, the great thing about Vital, just want you guys to keep in mind, you can always drag up side to side and adjust the depth in different ways, but if you drag the waves side to side, up and down, it's adjusting your feedback and center of the sound. So, and now I'm going to turn down the mix a little bit so that we still get some of that sound from these. And now from there we're going to put on our filter, and our filter is going to be the combs, band spread comb. Go out to the side and now the reason I turned down the EQ, as you can hear, it's really clipping. You kind of have your sound, so we're gonna just play with these a little bit more. more metallic sound, so we're gonna move this over. And there you have it. We have our sound. Basically, this is basically your sound. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead. And so what I like to do when I produce, we're just gonna create a whole different, we're gonna go to like 20 here. What I like to do, I'll go down to my C4 section because that's where your bass is going to be at. So I'll choose between D. So I'll choose between these two. Okay, and now we're going to do our post-processing. So I like to keep this sound just because now we're playing with the actual element of the sound and how it's going to come out. I like to make my quarter notes in the piano roll beforehand, just so that I can listen to it and pause it and make my adjustments as I go. So now we're going to do our sub. We're just going to put that, and your sub will always go an octave lower than what your bass is at. So now we have our sound. What I like to do, put some sound goodizer on it. Obviously not too much. And now we're going to go down to our effector. Effector is one of my favorite plugins from FL. I used their reverb. Everything in Effector is absolutely amazing and well done. So we'll put our reverb about over here. Effector. And then we're going to do another one. Hear me out. Distort down here. And then we can always do one more. And this can be for a number of things. I like to keep it to 3 to 4 effectors because I use a lot of their stuff. So we're going to do... You can use it for delay, or we can do flanger. And you get vocalization with it. But I think what I'm going to stick to now is I'm going to switch this one out. We're going to replace it, and I am going to go ahead and do a... Where is it? EQ. Bring out the low end from your VST. Your sound. You basically have your sound. Now always keep in mind when you're going to sidechain, even though my kicks and stuff are not loading, they're still on preset 1. So to take care of this, you're going to go down here and you're going to go right click on this little arrow and sidechain to this track, and then we're going to go in and at the bottom add a fruity limiter, and then go to comp, go up to the number 1 because that's the channel we're going to be routing it towards, and bring your threshold, knee, and ratio down until your kick sidechains the sound. And so now we have our sound, so let's take a listen to it. Where is it? Now it varies varies a little bit from this one, of course. But it's going to be something along the same lines. Now you can always get this sound with like this. And always keep in mind to do the random amps, you know, a little bit more. I might change the sound. No, I want to listen to this. We can go ahead, solo this track. We're going to place down our pattern for 4 patterns. Now, how we get that pitch adjustment, go ahead, touch this, exit out, tools, last tweaked, and then create automation clip. And then obviously we want to zoom out because I didn't single out this channel. Now an easier way to do it, I'll show you guys really quick. An easier way to do this, so if I wanted to delete this, bring that, okay, last tweaked, pitch wheel, create automation clip, and there you go, you have an automation clip for this certain section. And then we're going to do it on that quarter note basis. So go over. Just do a quick little sample thing here. Okay. Whoops. I can create a cool little sound. Now what we want to do, we're going to go to make unique. So, where is it? Oh, I guess we can't do it here. We'll just create a new clip really quick, just because we're in the trial mode. So usually you'll go down here, and then we'll click make unique, and it'll make another one, but you can use the one that you made unique to make the new sound. So now we're going to go to tools, last tweaked, create automation clip, and then we can come straight down and do that. Then from here, copy it, paste it. Well, I guess it didn't copy. Hold on. Copy, paste. There we go. Hello. I haven't used it on a PC in so long. And so there you have it. This is your Mad Dubz Bass. So there you have it. That's basically your bass. That's what we're looking for. And if we go ahead and compare this, and then we're going to go ahead and bring this over here. So we're basically pretty close. Now this one I touched. basically it. I hope you learned something new. I hope this is pretty close to the Mad Dubz swashbuckler bass, or just something Mad Dubz-ish. Mad Dubz is one of my inspiration for making music, coming back to music when I need to take a break. So this is definitely something that has. He's definitely an artist that has inspired me to keep making music. Oh, pause the video. Look at this. I'll keep this up there for a minute. Definitely look out for the LFOs and look at your macros. So everything here, you can always keep the attack at your 50%. Just turn that release up to 60, because that release is going to be what's distorting your track or not. For your bass, chorus. I hope this is pretty close, and I'll go ahead and put the first drop for That's Nasty at the end of the video for you guys to enjoy. So leave some comments below. Tell me what you guys would love to see next, what you want to see next, something that you enjoy that I did, something you enjoy that or something that you didn't enjoy me doing. Yeah, that's about it.
Mad Dubz.